Hey guys, how you all doing? I'm back again with a new video. In the background was my first go at drawing Dragonball Z. I did this on a live stream sometime last year and have only recently found this clip on my archives of all things art. I definitely see the appeal now, seeing as a lot of you guys seem to draw them a lot. Quick question, should I try to draw Dragon Ball again? Tell me in the comments. I just wanted to share some things that I've realized ever since I started this channel. Mind you, this isn't your usual art tips. We're deep diving, guys. The things I say might come with a bit of a caveat. So, just to put things into perspective, my general influences are comic books, hence the name Comics on Lockdown. Not manga, not anime, and it's only fitting that the art you see in this video is Dragon Ball, since this channel has pushed me well out of my comfort zone. I'm talking about devouring anything X-Men, anything Spawn, anything Star Wars or G.I. Joe, Transformers, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles way back in the day. And realizing ever since I started this channel that there are a lot of other things fun to draw as well. In this case, well, anime. And one can say I'm a total beginner when it comes to anime and the like. So the first thing that I want to share to you guys is my thoughts on the basics and the fundamentals of art. In my opinion, you don't need to start with the basics. So all the art gurus, all the art YouTubers and teachers always say without fail, start with the basics. Learn the fundamentals. Study anatomy. Well, from the standpoint of most, not all, art beginners, that's a bit off-putting, ain't it? Say for example, there is this one random guy named Bob who just decided to one day pick up a pencil and draw. Now this guy, Bob, is a total beginner. Now Bob's totally obsessed with Super Saiyan Goku, and he decides to draw Goku for the first time. Now, for Bob to start at how to draw a circle step-by-step tutorial would just take the fun out of it. I say, hey Bob, draw Goku to your heart's content. Pick up a pencil and have a go at it. It ain't gonna be pretty, but that's your Goku. So after his first run at drawing, and should Bob decide to go a step further, then by all means, man, backtrack and start learning the basics. Cause Bob has unlocked a new hobby, and he's well on his way to making this his passion. And that's a good thing, right? Whereas the flip side to Bob's story would be he will have spent 6 months learning the fundamentals and the basics of art, only to find out that he's not really into it. So Bob, Super Saiyan that paper, man, and go for it. Try it out and see how you like it. Now, on a different note, but on the same page, this happened in real life. Story time. So back in the day when I was a kid, causing all sorts of mayhem and chaos, my parents decided to enroll me in a summer art class for kids, right? And I remember on the first day, I was so excited for my teacher to show me how to draw Cyclops from the X-Men. And lo and behold, he placed an apple on the middle of the table and shone a light on the side and made us draw apples the whole day. I was traumatized. Needless to say, I went home hating apples for the longest time. So, the moral of the story, if there is one, right? The moral of the story is, as an art beginner, if you're still skirting your way around doodling, like still dipping your toes at the shallow end of the pool that we call art, I say align your influences with your interests. I'll say it again. Align your influences with your interests. Let's go back to Bob. Bob's our best friend. Bob has a thing for anime, for Dragon Ball particularly. And as a beginner, it would just be ridiculous for him to learn from an artist who is into landscapes, flower paintings, and realistic portraits. At the very least, Bob should find his own way. Because as Bob progresses, he will eventually realize the importance, of the damn red apple. Like I did. The importance of tonal values and shadows and hues included. So, the caveat being, as you progress, you'll see the importance of the relevant tutorials eventually. So align your influences with your interests. Find those artists whose art speaks to you, whose art you could emulate, and at the very least, whose art you can draw inspiration from. And another thing that I'd like to share is you don't need satisfaction. I'll let you in a little secret. Now, this comes with a fair bit of warning. Artists, in general, are never fully satisfied. Because if you think about it, there will be at least 100 different ways to draw one thing. Hundreds of landscapes, hundreds of poses per X-Men character. I mean, you get what I mean? Because one thing I realized ever since I started this channel is that you should find some sort of contentment wherever you can find it. If you scroll through my old cringeworthy videos, a lot of those were absolutely horrible. But to me, that was my best at that moment. I was contented and hoping it would be better on the next piece. But I wasn't satisfied. That's the thing. So being constantly dissatisfied is only going to eat you up. So to combat that is to find contentment. And for this piece, this Dragon Ball piece, I wasn't satisfied, but I was happy of how it was turning out, considering it was my first time. You see the difference? So back to Bob, since he's totally new to drawing, it's gonna be a long road to reach whatever skill level he eventually would want. But just don't forget to have fun, and it's okay to be dissatisfied with your art, but just be contented. And to manage your expectations and realities, keep it in check, and you'll be totally fine. The key is to just have fun. So, just in case you haven't caught on, right? Bob represents the art beginner that this video is intended for. And if you're still here at the tail end of the video, thank you. I apologize if I was all over the place in this video. I just wanted to get this off my chest, as this has been on my head for the longest time. So anyway, that's it for now. And again, thank you. Stay safe, stay indoors, and stay subscribed. This is Comics on Lockdown.